today we have a book from Eckhart Tolle. This is A New Earth. If you've read this book, The Power of Now, I think you're going to like A New Earth. But even if you've read this, I think you're going to get different insights from A New Earth, because The Power of Now, I mean, it's sold like 16 million copies, something insane like that. But it's written in the form of a question and answer, where A New Earth seems to me like Eckhart Tolle really took his time to develop his ideas, organize his ideas, and I think it structures it in a much better way that you can understand exactly what he's talking about. And the entire book is about overcoming the ego. It's the idea that when you overcome yourself, when you overcome the things that limit you, the things that solidify you to make the decisions that you've been making your entire life, then you can live in a new earth. Then you can live in a new existence. Because the world doesn't change, but you do. And that's the important key to this thing, that the moment you change, everything else changes around it. Think of the time where you were really down on your luck and then something just came into your life. Whether it was someone just gave you a little bit of money and you got through it, or somebody gave you a compliment when you were really, really insecure, or someone just took the extra time, and it made all the world of difference. And this is the idea. It's the idea of changing something, changing you, making yourself a better person, and it all comes from transcending the ego. The ego is the false creation of this world. The ego is the things that you've been told to believe, the actions that you've been told to take. Think of people that spend their entire lives to get a career, to do all these things, and they finally get to that mountaintop and they still want more. The Elon Musk, the Bezos, the people that have made more money than God, but yet they're still unhappy. They still need more. They still need something else to bring them the satisfaction that they're looking for. You know what? Conquering this world wasn't enough. We have to go conquer more worlds. And it's like, it's a never-ending process to feed the ego. And the truth is, you'll never be happy through feeding the ego. The only way to happiness is through fulfilling who you really are. And the only way you can fulfill who you really are is to get past the ego death. I think it's really, really, really simple in when you're talking about it, it's very, very difficult in actual application. And I think Schopenhauer says it best. Compassion derives from understanding that you are everything. The moment you start seeing yourself in everything, the moment you start treating things as if you are that other person, is the moment that you can overcome yourself. And that's truly the greatest transformation you can have. Being able to react and not be succumbing to emotions, not succumbing to the influences around you, being able to respond as best as possible to every instance, and being able to take things for what they are. And it's really, really, really important, because I need you to understand this next fact. Everything in your life does not matter if your internal world is happy. If you can always reframe things as positive, if you can always see the bright side, if you can always be happy no matter the circumstances, then guess what? You did something great. You found happiness in a world that will forever throw problems your way, because guess what? You will always have things that go wrong. You will always have things that come into your life and they do not work. They do not go as according to plan. And that's just the truth. And it's a very weird idea that we have in this world, and this is really going into why the ego doesn't work, why the ego will never bring you happiness. The ego says, I will be happy when I have this. I will be happy when I have that. And it pushes off all the fulfillment to that stage. But the moment you get to that stage, you're living your entire life off the future. So you'll always just be pushing it. You're like a horse with a stick and a carrot in front of it. You're never going to get it. You will never, ever, ever reach that goal, because it's something outside of you. Lao Tzu, the Taoist philosopher, says, the further you go out, the further you are from the answer. The answer is always inside. The answer is always right in front of you, and it's becoming exactly who you are. As Jung said, the individuation process, finding the aspects of your character, finding the traits of your personality that you've allowed to lie dormant and have reaped horrendous detriment on your life. Because think about it this way, every time you're told no, every time you're told you can't do this or you can't do that, you're building up resentment in yourself. You're becoming less of yourself for the sake of society. And the truth is, when you're becoming less of yourself, you'll never live up to who you really should be. You'll never be able to be happy. And it's understanding these ideas and reframing things in this manner that allow you to be as happy as you can be. And It's truly a beautiful feeling when you can get presence. It's truly a beautiful feeling when you can live in the moment because nothing else matters. I have a million problems right now. I could stress myself out the rest of the night, but right now I'm calm. Right now I'm happy. Right now I have everything I need. Right now I'm doing something that I love. I love filming videos. I love making content. I love, talking to you guys about ideas. I love doing this. And the truth is, I could sit here and for the rest of the night list off everything wrong, everything I'm worried about. But I'm not doing that because I'm in the now. I'm not existing in any time except the now. And that's the real key. The ego only exists when time exists. The ego only exists when you look at your past accomplishments, you look at your past failures, and you're told you're this person. You're told you're this good. You're told you're that bad. And then you take that energy, you take that sense of self, who you define yourself to be, into the rest of your life, and you live inauthentically. I need you to understand this idea because this is one of the most important ideas you will ever stumble across. When you destroy your ego, you destroy your biggest enemy. Your biggest enemy is yourself. Your biggest enemy is you living in an inauthentic manner and thinking that something external is going to make you happy. The only true way to happiness is the now. The only true way to happiness is existing in the current moment and taking things for what they are and being appreciative of the blessings that you have in your life. I really, really, really urge you to pick up this book. It's a really, really good book. You'll fly through it. It's very fast. It's very quick. Like I started it 2 days ago and I'm done with it. It's that good. I need you to just pick up books like this because it's only through exploring the idea of the ego, it's only through getting beyond yourself where you can find the answers you've always been looking for. Most people in this world know there's more. Most people in this world know there's more to this world than just fancy cars, a fancy job, a nice office, all of these things. Everyone knows there's more to it, but not many people can grasp the actual idea of how we find this more. And the more is in here. The more is in your chest. The more is in your heart. The more is experiencing the love of the world, experiencing the love of the people that mean something to you, and taking that and loving it as much as you possibly can. Because the truth of it is, everything you take with you, the only thing you can take with you is the experiences you have. That's the only thing that remains with your soul. That's the only thing that will go on to wherever it is that we go after this. That's the only thing that remains. Your accomplishments don't remain. The money you make don't remain. Nothing you do in this world remains except the impact you have on others and the love you feel while you are alive. So take this into account, understand this, and understand that living authentically, living away from the ego, overcoming yourself is the only way to live happily. Pick up this book. I'll link it in the description. Love you guys. Peace out.